a miracle baby, a lottery winner, a new world record, and more. This is Wednesday Weekly Video Edition, and I am the Eagle fan. Welcome. First up, we go to Yichang, China. There was a miracle baby born very recently, as the doctors are calling it. This baby had the umbilical cord wrapped around its neck. This is something that's happened before, but for this baby, it was wrapped around 6 times. In pictures, it looks almost like a small snake was wrapped around the child's neck. Others have said it looks like a ceremonial necklace. Now, the good side is both the baby and mother are doing fine. Now we go to Australia, a little bit of the lighter side. Have you ever had one of those days nothing seems to go right? Well, this day, Australian reporter Lana Murphy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I apologize, Lana, or Lana, if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, was having a very bad day. Things just weren't going right. She was tripping on her words a little bit. And while giving a report on the coronavirus, she stumbled a few more times, and then, as many of us may do, let out a little bit of a curse phrase where she basically said, "Bleep my life." And then that cut was completed. They actually did another cut, apparently, which actually went well. So they thought everything was good. Unfortunately, back at the station, when they played the cut, they played the wrong cut. They played the first cut. Needless to say, they quickly stopped the tape and apologized to everyone for what just went out. They've since apologized even on air and in social media. Miss Murphy also apologized on social media. Good news is, she's doing good. She's not as bad off as she seemed that day. She has been getting a lot of support. I kind of say luckily this didn't happen in the U.S. because there would be people probably outside the station protesting because how dare she use such a language. Well, Miss Murphy, good for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Next up, we go to Germany. Here in a park, a German man was seen chasing a wild boar. What makes it a little bit odd is that this wild boar apparently had stolen his laptop. The laptop was in a bag. The wild boar took it and started to run off. It gets a little bit odder from there. It wasn't just a German man chasing this wild boar through the park. It was a naked German man chasing this wild boar through the park. I have not actually seen any reports as to the outcome. We can assume that the man got his laptop back, or we can hope that the man got his laptop back. Next up, have you ever had one of those days where things just don't seem to be going right? I know I have. We probably all have. I've just never had one end quite the way it has for this gentleman. A gentleman in Michigan was having an issue with his tire. It kept deflating and he needed to get it looked at. So he was out, and on his way, the tire was still deflating. He wanted to stop and put a little bit more air into it. So he stopped at a service station and put some more air in it. It's one of those service stations that had a little sandwich shop attached to it. So he went inside to get a sandwich. As he was getting his sandwich, he saw they also sold scratch-off lottery tickets. So he bought one. As he went out and he was scratching his ticket, lo and behold, the lucky gentleman just won $1 million. Congratulations, sir. I would love to have a day like that, but it's always good to hear somebody did. Just word of warning, not warning, caution. I don't want to have a story 6 months from now about the gentleman who won the $1 million and has now lost all of his money somewhere. Now we head out to Lake Tahoe. in California. A 13-year-old boy set a record recently out there. He was the youngest person ever to swim the Godfather swim across Lake Tahoe. The distance is a mere little tiny amount of 12 miles. That's a long swim right there. The swim itself is from Cave Rock to Godfather Mansion. This youngster was 13 years old. He started swimming at the age of 5. And this is actually the second part that he's completed of what's considered the Tahoe Triple Crown. He made a 10.5-mile swim last year, the Vikings home swim, they call it, from Cave Rock to Emerald Bay. He has his sights set on the final part of the Triple Crown, which is the full-length swim, 21.3 miles. Currently, the youngest person to accomplish this was 15. So he has a little bit of time before he can beat that, or until he has to worry about not being able to beat that. I wish him the best. I know I definitely couldn't handle that kind of a swim. Next, we go back to Australia. This was for a radio host, a Michael Whippley. He set a new world record recently for the longest Hot Wheels track run. It's a setup that carried the car 2,624 feet. That broke the old record of 2,176 feet, 6 inches, which was set last year in Pennsylvania. This was done down a rural stretch of road in Oatley Park. It actually took him 3 different days he tried. He tried 3 different locations, 1 location each day. First 2 days, he came close once, but was never really getting a good run. The 3rd day, he went to Oatley Park. It actually took him 20 attempts to finally get it to run that full length. Congratulations, Michael. Now we come to our shame of the week. This time we stay in Florida. Florida man returns again. Florida man is strong at defending his title with this. This time it is a 47-year-old Florida man by the name of Jason Koppenhaver. What did he do, you may ask? Other than being just a blight on society. What he did, he was at a restaurant. It was a young boy who was wearing a face mask. He first started telling the boy to remove the face mask and tried to shake the child's hand. The child wanted nothing to do with it. When this happened, Mr. Koppenhaver, the D-bag that he apparently is, grabbed the child by his arm, then got in his face, was breathing and speaking, apparently with much spit coming out of his mouth, and was landing on the boy's face, and then told the boy, "You now have coronavirus." The a-hole was detained and is being held for simple battery and disorderly conduct. I'm sorry, but this is not someone who belongs in society. This is not how we should be treating people. This is not how we should be acting. Coronavirus is a serious thing. You should not be treating people who, because they're actually taking it seriously, as if they are the bad guys. No, you are the bad guy. So, Mr. Koppenhaver, shame on you. You are just not worthy, other than getting the shame of the week. So that wraps up all the crazy stories from the world this week, or the ones that I have. You know, it's a crazy world, so there's many other crazy stories out there. Just wanted to let you know it's been an interesting week. We had a bit of a storm come through. We had a day without power. We had another day or two where power was going off and on. I had my 26th wedding anniversary. A happy anniversary to my wife. So it's been a lot going on and a lot of work as well. I had to catch up with a lot from the time we missed with the power being out. So I didn't get as much done on the EagleFan as I wanted to. Soaring and Scratching, though, if you want to check that out, we did get some videos done. Been slowly posting some. We have one that's having an issue with being blocked. So I've sent out an inquiry on that, and we're moving on to some of our other videos. Keep an eye out here on the EagleFan. I will be recording some more videos tonight, and they will start going out as well. I hope everyone has a happy and healthy week. Take care. Be safe and healthy. As always, keep your eyes to the sky. Thank you. Good night, everybody.